Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students of 11th class, our today's topic is the our today's topic of botany is silent features of gymnosperms. Silent features of angiosperms. Angiosperms. Angiosperm is the most dominant and highly evolved advanced group of plants. Angiosperm. Angiosperm means enclosed. Sperm means seeds. Those plants which have enclosed seeds, whose seeds are enclosed by covering, those all plants are known as angiosperms. Angiosperms is the most biggest group of the plants, dominant group, vascular plants. It is dominant group of vascular plants. These plants are found almost in every habitat except seas. These plants are found almost in every habitat except seas. The angiosperms grow at an altitude of 6,000 meters. That is hilly mountains. They are found in hilly mountains. Some angiosperms grow in desert conditions. Some angiosperms they grow in desert conditions, and some angiosperms they are found in shallow seas. These angiosperms they live a species small orchid which lives underground. It is a angiosperm which lives underground. It is an angiosperm. Some grows in frozen areas of Antarctica. But they live almost in various habitats. Angiosperms, their feature is their leaves. So far as the leaves of the angiosperm are concerned, they have a reticulate. They show reticulate and parallel venation. So far as arrangement of vein is concerned, it may be reticulate, it may be a sort of network, or they may be parallelly arranged. The angiosperms produces flowers. Angiosperms produce flowers. Angiosperms produce flowers. So they are also known as flowering plants. Angiosperms are also known as flowering plants because their most important feature is they produce flowers. The flowers is the reproductive part of the plant. It is the reproductive part of the plant. The flowers consist mostly of four whorls. So far as their arrangement is concerned, the outermost whorl The outermost whorl, in case of these, they are known as sepals. And second whorl, it is known as petal. They are known as accessory whorls. Accessory whorls. They are known as accessory whorls. This petal is a brightly colored sort of covering. There is under, that is male part of this male part of this flower, that is known as stamen. Stamen. It has two parts. This tube-like part, it is known as filament. It is filament. Stamen has two parts. The tube-like part, it is filament, and the topmost part of it is known as anther. This anther, it consists of, it is divided into anther lobes. It is divided into anther lobes. Pollen chambers, which consist of pollen grains, or microsporophylls. This male part of the flower, it is divisible into two parts, and the basic, the long tube-like part is known as the filament, and the topmost part of this, it is known as anther, which consists of anther lobes, where pollen grains are located. There is central part. There is also central part of this flower. There is central part present in the flower, or it is known as female part of the. It is also known as female part of the flower. It has three parts. Basic southern part is known as ovary, and the middle part, it is stigma, which joins ovary with the topmost part, or setial. It is known as setial. It is setial, and topmost part, it is known as stigma, which receives pollen grains. Stigma. Inside the ovary, there are ovules. In this ovary. What happens during pollination? That is transfer of pollen grains. When these pollen grains are mature, they are transferred. Pollination, they are transferred by various agencies. Either they are transferred by insects, or by animals, or by wind, or water. They are transferred from these anthers to the stigma. This sort of transfer, it is known as pollination. When the transfer takes place in the same flower, if this transfer of this pollen grains, if it takes place in the same flower, that is known as self-pollination. If they are transferred in another flower or another plant of the same species, that is known as cross-pollination. By these pollinating agents, the transfer takes place or pollination takes place, and the pollen grains reach on the stigma, where the pollen grains develop the pollen tubes, and in which the male gamete reaches to the ovule of the ovary. The female part of this plant consists of the female part. It is also known as female gametophyte, or it is also known as embryo sac. It is known as embryo sac or female gametophyte. It consists of seven-celled structures. There is large central cell. Which consists of polar nuclei. It consists of polar nuclei. Polar nuclei. It consists of polar nuclei. There are two polar nuclei, and at the micropyle end, micropylar end, there are two antipodal cells and one egg cell. And at the chelasel end, there are also three antipodal cells. There are three antipodal cells. What happens? Double fertilization takes place. That is, one pollen grain or one male gamete fuses with one pollen grain fuses with the egg. That is known as syngamy, to form zygote. It gives rise to form zygote, which develops into embryo. Or it becomes a sporophyte. The other male gamete comes and it fuses with the egg. The other male gamete it comes and fuses with the egg productus to form another male gamete fuses with the polar nuclei. It fuses with the polar nuclei. Another male gamete fuses with the polar nuclei. Another male gamete comes and it fuses with the polar nuclei. When it fuses with the polar nuclei, it develops into resulting in the formation of triploid endosperm. It gives rise to formation of triploid endosperm. In this case, two times fusion takes place. This sort of fusion known as double fertilization. Which is known as double fertilization. The ovulus after fertilization, the ovulus ripen into seeds. Ovulus inside the ovary, they develop into seeds and ovary whole, and this whole ovary it changes into food. By this way, in case of these angiosperms, the formation of fruitus and seeds takes place. Today it is sufficient. Next, inshallah, we will meet tomorrow. Thanks.